If you've ever inserted a table into a Microsoft Word document and wished you had the functionality of an Excel built in, well, your wish just came true. You can insert an Excel spreadsheet by creating that type of table in your Word document. That's what we're going to do right now, working with this file called December Sales. We'll just click on down below, so our cursor is flashing below our title. Now we'll go to the Insert tab as if we're going to insert a table. Click the table drop down, but this time we're going to choose Excel spreadsheet. When we click there, we're actually going to be creating a new spreadsheet. The first thing you're going to notice what happens is we have a spreadsheet down below, and we'll just scroll down so we can see all of it. And our ribbon has changed, our menu bar has appeared, and what we have here actually Excel tools, not Microsoft Word tool. Check it out. There's a formulas tab, anything you might see in Microsoft Excel. So it's like temporarily stepping into Excel while working in our Word document. Now all we have to do is size this to our liking. We can adjust our columns and so on just like we would in Excel. All we're going to do is type in some headings here. Let's type in QTY, short for quantity. Hit the tab key here. We're at cell B1 now. We're going to type in description and hit your tab key. Type in price, tab, and last we'll have our total. There we go. Alright. Obviously we need to do some fixing up with our columns. We can do that by going between the column headers, between B and C for example. We'll stretch out the description. Price and total look okay, and when it comes to formatting we can use some cool tools available to us here. And just change the look of our Excel table once we have some information in here. So for quantity, let's just put in some data here. We'll type in, how about 14, description, candlestick holders, price. Let's type in $24.99. Don't worry about the dollar signs, etc. We'll format that later. The total is actually going to be a formula now. We can go to Formulas tab up here on the ribbon. You'll see a number of built-in formulas, all with drop-downs, but we can also just type in our formula. In this case, it's a simple one. We'll begin with the equals sign just like we would in Excel. We'll click on the cell that's going to be used, A2 times, so we put in the asterisk and click C2 and press enter, and there is our answer. Now what we can do is click in that cell and just drag from the bottom right corner all the way down here. We'll add a few more items. Right now there are zeros, but we'll type in some quantities here. 21 coasters, they're $10.99, and when we hit enter you can see the total appears. Nice. Next in the column A, row 4 or cell A4, we'll type in 5, hit the tab key. Let's type in placemats, and they're only 4.98. We'll add one more item just so we have something to work with when we get into the formatting. Type in 16, press the tab key and type in serving dish, and they go for $15.50 and enter. Great. Now maybe a grand total down there. That would be a sum or an auto sum. Notice that we have that on the ribbon with our formulas tab selected. All we have to do is click and it automatically knows to take the numbers above. Press enter and there's our grand total. Okay, looks pretty good. Now for some formatting. First of all, we don't need all of these blank columns and rows, so let's just resize this down. We'll make it fit nicely on our page after, but for now we'll just size it down and bring up the bottom border as well. We don't want to hide the total, so if you go too far, just drag that handle, that double arrow, down a little bit. If you click outside, no problem, just double click inside and you're back in, and let's just drag that down one more row. There we go. So we see all our content, and now it's time to format this. It's still selected. We're going to go up to our format options now. You'll notice here with the home tab selected we have format as table. When you click this drop down you'll see some of these preset formats for working with tables. Let's go to one of the green options here, maybe under medium for medium shading. I'm going to go to table style medium 7. Give it a click. Automatically it knows where our data is in the table, but we could change that if we wanted to by clicking this little icon and selecting it. And our table does have a header, the quantity, description header, price, total, so we click OK, and we get that formatting. Alright, let's click outside. It deselect, we're back into looking at the word ribbon now, and we have our table, which is kind of like a graphic. If we click once, we select it. Now we can resize this. Let's go to the bottom right corner with the double diagonal arrow and just drag it out, so it's a much bigger graphic. You can see there we have our table, which is really an Excel spreadsheet, and at any time if we need to make a change we just double click to get inside again. Let's change one of the numbers. Let's go to placemats. That should have been 15. Hit enter. Everything is updated for us. Click outside the selected spreadsheet and we're back into our Word document, looking at the end result. So that's how you can get the power of Microsoft Excel into your Word tables, by inserting an Excel spreadsheet and creating it on the fly.